Where's Tuhan, mean Freon, and welcome to yet another video. If you've been following my channel for quite some time, you know that, and it is said in the name of the channel itself, the European law, right? I'm from Europe and I am very much proud of being a European. I'm proud of my European ancestors. I'm a mixture of the Northern Europeans and the Central Europeans. And it, of course, hasn't escaped my attention that the modern entertainment is trying to do something strange, something not very pleasant with my cultural heritage. These words are being thrown around very, very often these days. My cultural heritage. But it seems that whenever a European is using these words, he's suddenly being called an ist or a phobe, and that has happened to me many times. Well, I don't really care what I'm being called, I'm just stating the facts. But there have been trailers and talks and articles about one particular movie that is going to come out in 2 weeks as of making of this video, and it's called The Northman, and it's going to be about Vikings, and the protagonist is going to be portrayed by Alexander Skarsgård. And when we look through this article, once again, thanks Bounding Into Comics for providing me with this news, it really looks like I might like it, and I don't like anything that's being done nowadays. So not only does this look as if it really stuck to both the history and the old Norse myths and legends, but also the protagonist is saying normal things, which is very rare nowadays. So let's dive into the article right now. The Northman actor Alexander Skarsgård spills the beans on the incredibly ridiculous Hollywood culture. Yes, indeed. The Northman actor Alexander Skarsgård recently spilled the beans on what he described as the incredibly ridiculous culture in Hollywood. Already, I can see that it's going to be badass. At least it's going to be action-packed, but this is, of course, not everything. You can have an action-packed film, but other than that, it might be garbage. Just look at most of the modern Marvel movies. While Skarsgård's comments might not surprise many, it is somewhat refreshing to hear actors criticizing the morally bankrupt culture of Hollywood. Or, yeah, but you know what? I think there are going to be more and more of them coming out as normal people. Because you can only, poo on people so much before they revolt. Skarsgård's comments came in an interview with the Sunday Times while promoting The Northman. He began saying, "The industry is incredibly ridiculous." Look at the poster. Now that looks like something I might actually like. All of them look like Vikings, like they might have lived in, Scandinavia at the time. I love all these actors. I adore Alexander Skarsgård. What's his name? He is in the Moon Knight now. I'm blanking. Let me know in the comments down below what's his name. Nicole Kidman and the chick from the New Mutants is going to be mentioned in the video. In the article. From there, he elaborated, "In meetings, people are really insecure and eager to please, but it's a strict hierarchy. If people at the top say something is good, people fall in line." He didn't stop there. He went on to say, "Also, menial, trivial stuff becomes very important to people. As an actor, the value placed on how important something is can become laughable to me." Oh, Anya Taylor-Joy as Olga. And this is Alexander Skarsgård, all right. Skarsgård would also comment on his own wealth, saying, "I live an incredibly privileged life. I don't really have to work. I've made enough. I could retire, which is extraordinary. But I don't feel the need to broadcast that with expensive clothes or cars. That radiates insecurity," he stated. "When you see somebody with a $1 million watch, that's peacocking. It can feel like they're overcompensating." Wow, these are very wise words. I am starting to admire Alexander Skarsgård more and more. Look at that poster. And I am starting to like this more and more. I don't really pay attention much to films that are coming out these days, and certainly when there is a film based on Norse history and mythology coming out, I don't really want to watch it because it's almost certain that they will mess it up. But so far, I don't know. Might be good. Skarsgård plays Prince Amleth in The Northman. The official description for the film states, young Prince Amleth is on the cusp of becoming a man when his father is brutally murdered by his uncle, who kidnaps the boy's mother. Fleeing his island kingdom by boat, the child vows revenge. Now, this sounds as it was taken off straight off one of the Icelandic sagas. 2 decades later, Amleth is a Viking berserker raiding Slavic villages, whereas Cirrus reminds him of his vow: avenge his father, save his mother, kill his uncle. Traveling on a slave ship to Iceland, Amleth infiltrates his uncle's farm with the help of Olga, an enslaved Slavic woman, and sets out to honor his vow, it concludes. Ethan Hawke, yeah, that's his name. Even the helmets look, accurate. Oh, wow. In the production notes provided by Focus Features for the film, Skarsgård provided some details about this character. The Vikings believed that some people had a spirit animal living within them that would manifest itself on occasion in different ways. For women, it was often a sea creature, but for men, it was a fox or a wolf or a bear, and in Amleth's case, it's both wolf and bear. Beowulf, if you will. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Beowulf, the name, is a kenning, which is basically a poetic name that means the beowulf, basically a bear, because beo in Old English meant bee, like the buzzing insect, and wolf was obviously wolf, and of course wolf is kind of similar to a bear, both of them being beasts, but we know that bears like honey, and honey is being made by bees. So Beowulf really means the beewolf or bear. Before the big raid on the Slav village, we watch him take on the strength and ferocity of a bear, combined with the agility and nimbleness of a wolf, he added. Skarsgård also likened the film to Hamlet. He said, the most famous story of family revenge in literature is Hamlet. He added, Hamlet's key influence and predecessor is the Scandinavian legend of Amleth, and that's essentially the movie we've made, infusing the flavors of the Old Norse myths with the dry, laconic language of the Icelandic sagas, as I said, and retaining the supernatural elements from the Amleth legend. I am intrigued, my friends. The film arrives in theaters on April 22nd. It is directed by Robert Eggers and alongside Skarsgård starred, there we go, the actors. Nicole Kidman, Cleese Bang, Anna Taylor-Joy, Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, and Bjork. All right! I'm intrigued and quite pleasantly surprised. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, my friends. I will most certainly go to cinema to see this film. All right, that will be all. Now, Marie.